야, 안녕하세요. 스트랜딩 또 이어서 하도록 하겠습니다. 요 슬림모드 한 사이에 저거 뭐냐 버전 업데이트가 있어가지고 종료가 된 것 같아요. 자,
Sam, would you mind if I joined you?
Humor him. His knowledge and experience will probably come in handy down the road.
Yes. Really, Sam? Your buttocks? What about shotgun? I prefer the driver's seat.
Think you have a choice?
What was that just now?
You saw it too, huh? Let's just say it's nothing new. I always got these flashes when I hooked up the pod.
Ah, the bleed-through effect, wherein the BB's memories are conflated with one's own. I'm sure someone explained it to you before. Though this is a little different, of course.
I really gotta deal with this shit again.
Sam, do you read me? You'll first need to access the Mexico side plate gate terminal. After we've confirmed network coverage, we can take the DHV Magellan and regroup at your position.
아, 뭐 피식
Feels
걸리네.
good.
목적지가 어디지?
Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized.
I haven't been outside in a long while. Let's get going. If nothing else, this journey should give you a chance to mourn. You know, I meant it when I said I understand how you feel. But if you hold on to the sadness, it will weigh you down like an anchor. However much it hurts, you must carry on and do what only you can do. Grieve, of course, but keep moving, Sam. And when all is said and done, you can take stock. Decide what's next.
Okay, just a bit further now. Okay. What's the deal with them?
I've never seen them before. They almost look like they're on a pilgrimage.
They can just waltz right through the gate like that?
It would seem so. Once you extend coverage into Australia, the chiral network should afford us some additional security. Or at least allow us to maintain a record of whoever uses the gate. It bears repeating that the UCA does not intend to restrict access to it. They only want to ensure safe passage for everyone traveling between the continents. Brace yourself, Sam. It's a gatequake. Oh, and a big one at that. Let's make our way to the plate gate. Carefully.
아기 아니었나?
A strange place if ever I've seen one. There should be a terminal this way. Let's keep moving.
Just a bit further now. Okay.
여기가 오스트레일리아야? 순간이동 장치네?
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Thanks again, Sam. The chiral network connection to Australia is holding steady. And you'll be happy to hear we made it here in one piece. Just to let you know, when you come back to the DHV Magellan, our patron would like to talk to you.
Order complete. Well done.
Thank you, Sam. I'd like you to meet someone.
Hello, Sam. My name is Charlie.
Charlie's Drawbridge's patron.
Hear me out, Sam. I want you to help us bring Australia into the network. Drawbridge has been selected to oversee this critical operation. People saw what you did in Mexico and wanted more of the same.
What are you trying to pull?
There are reasons why I can't tell you who I am, Sam. But to be clear, I'm not APAS, nor am I your enemy.
What, you think I'm just gonna trust the words of some faceless mannequin?
I need you to trust me. I'm the one paying for the ship and this whole operation at considerable personal risk.
Nah, I want to see a face, or no deal.
A face, very well. Since you won't take it from me, maybe it should come from someone you know. How's this? Pick one of your old comrades and I'll speak to you with their voice. Who would you like? Who would you trust?
이게 무슨 소리야? 코너가 누구였지? 아트맨, 데드맨, 다이하드맨.
Sam, this is Die Hardman.
Call me dead man. I'm well acquainted with the dead.
It's been a while, but not really. Mulligan, Locke, no. We're the same.
Sam, it's Hartman.
다이하드빈이랑 하자. 처음 선택했어.
Sam, this is Die Hardman.
All right. Pulling up his profile from the database.
How about now, Sam? Feeling more at ease already, I'm sure.
You tell me, old buddy, if this is a UCA sanctioned op, who knows about it?
You misunderstand. Then again, there's a lot I still haven't explained to you, isn't there? I think it's time a certain someone made an appearance. I'd like you to meet the president.
The new president? The guy who took over after Die Hardman?
Not precisely. The UCA doesn't have a presidential system anymore. Die Hardman was the first and only president, making it one of the shortest-lived single executive administrations in history. One can only guess what he felt about it. Previously, the president was subject to the will of the people via popular vote every 4 years. APAS, however, is far more efficient. It can ascertain public opinion in real time and thereby determine the appropriate course of action. This led to the adoption of a new model.
President guy? You just told me he isn't really the president.
He is not the president of the UCA. Rather, he serves as the president of APAC. APAC is a privately owned corporation responsible for the operation and oversight of APAS, a service provider to which we may delegate day-to-day governance.
Your performance in Mexico was exemplary. We cannot thank you enough. Well done. Truly. I firmly believe that the only ones capable of expanding the network into Australia are those who helped establish it here at home. That means you, Sam. And you too, Fragile. APAS has determined that you have the highest probability of success in this endeavor.
APAS and the chiral network are all built on UCA tech. If you expand their reach beyond our borders, then you're expanding their influence as well, aren't you?
A valid concern. But it wasn't the UCA that made the final decision. It was APAC, a private corporation. The UCA has no involvement whatsoever in this matter. Sam, it may interest you to know that linking up Australia will also serve a greater goal. You see, the plate gate that connects North America and Australia only matured after you united America with the chiral network. On that basis, we believe that a new gate will manifest somewhere within Australia once full chiral connectivity is achieved. At that time, APAS should have sufficient data to calculate the location of other points of connection between continents. With this information, APAS can then proceed to extrapolate the positions of these landmasses. In other words, this mission is not just about linking up a single continent. By connecting Australia, we will be one step closer to reclaiming a pre-Death Stranding world where everyone is part of a greater whole. I hope my answer alleviates your concern somewhat.
Guess so. Tell me, though. Who's Charlie to you?
He may speak for me as necessary to ensure the operation proceeds according to plan. Our corporation, however, will calculate what factors are essential for your success and will provide you with direct support. Welcome aboard, Sam. Charlie, we'll take it from here.
It will be your job to travel the continent and connect the people, Sam. But know that everyone on this ship is ready and eager to back you up. You won't be on your own this time.
So, you're gonna do it?
Did it before. Seems like the only thing I'm good at.
Did you manage to get some sleep, Sam? I'd like to take a moment to go over the details of the request that Drawbridge has agreed to handle. Access the DHV Magellan's delivery terminal when you're ready to proceed.
Looks like you've been supplied with a Drawbridge crew head. Try it on for size. I have a feeling it'll suit your style.
It's all good. It's all good.
AJP는 뭐지? 스태미나를 소모하는 속도를 줄여줘.
We can discuss anything you like here, Sam. It's a private room, after all. So if you ever want to sit down and talk, I'd be happy to share my thoughts on a variety of topics, along with any discoveries I happen to make. And who knows, some of it may even be of use to you as you work to connect all of Australia to the chiral network. You know, it looks as though you've been issued a few different hats, Sam. Why not experiment and switch up your headgear to suit your mood? You can also change the outfit I'm wearing if you like. I shall put my faith in your impeccable sense of fashion. Out of curiosity, Sam, did you notice that the mirror above your sink displays images of the outside world? These images change as we travel and actually show what's waiting for us outside the DHV Magellan when we disembark. Prolonged living inside an enclosed space can be bad for one's mental health due to the unchanging environment. That's why I asked Tarman to implement this particular feature. A digital photo frame, so to speak. An easy-to-understand name, don't you think? Though I'm the only one who calls it that. Anyway, it'll give you a preview of our surroundings. That's sure to have some practical benefits. Showers these days are truly impressive, Sam. They really are. They're able to collect all the minute chiral crystals from your wastewater and repurpose them for later use. The ones on board the DHV Magellan are the latest model. You would do well to use them regularly. It's important to remember that defeating BTs isn't the same as eliminating a threat once and for all. These entities are simply being driven back to the world of the dead for the time being. Nice. A new look for a new day. I hope it's not too much to ask that you continue to take me with you into the field. I know a thing or two about BTs and the dead, after all. Some of it might come in handy. An advance expedition sent by APAC came to the Australian continent ahead of us. They constructed various facilities and laid the groundwork for chiral network expansion, meaning that all you need to do is travel to these facilities and connect your Cupid to put them on the grid. We aren't the only members of Drawbridge, so you know. We have associates who've already established themselves on the ground. I expect you'll run into them from time to time. I don't really have anything else to say right now. Another curious vision.
All right, Sam. Let me give you a rundown of your new job. The big one. It's the same deal as America. The people here are isolated. The cities are cut off from one another. And so, to bring all of Australia into the chiral network, we want you to cross the continent and link up key locations using your Cupid. To begin with, you'll connect several facilities in sequence on your way to the closest city to here, West Fort Knott. Charlie will brief you on the order that will take you to the first facility.
Your first destination is home to what they're calling the government. They seek to establish a new administration to fill the void left by Australia's collapse. As the concept of formal governance is a distant memory to most, they opted for a simple name. These people are currently suffering from the effects of severe chiral contamination. But with UCA technology, they should be able to make a full recovery. The cargo you'll be entrusted with contains everything they need for their treatment. If we can deliver it and earn their trust, they should be amenable to joining the chiral network. Needless to say, it's their business to know the current lay of the land, and we would benefit from their support. We're already seeing anomalous chiralium readings throughout Australia. There's even a BT area not far from where we are now. A BB pod should allow you to use your Ultra deck to ascertain the location of BTs, but it's unclear if that pod will function correctly at this time. Proceed with the utmost caution.
Charlie may be our patron, but he likes to get his hands dirty whenever he can. He's been an excellent advisor to us as well. I say this to assure you that any instructions Charlie gives have been discussed with and approved by me. All right, let's get to it. Review the details of the main order on the delivery terminal.
Updating with new data supplied by Drawbridge from outside chiral network coverage. Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized.
Sam, this is Charlie. APAS has been analyzing your actions so far, and it seems it's added some new upgrades tailored to your preferred way of working. It's my understanding that additional servers are currently being installed on several beaches, which should result in a marked increase in APAS's processing power. Due to the timeless nature of the beach, the potential to boost APAS's capabilities is infinite. Its analysis will therefore grow more comprehensive as you complete more orders, meaning you can expect additional enhancements to become available soon. Experiment with them and see what you like.
APAS enhancements are now available.
이형 스캐너 거리 센서 모드 한약 소음 제거기 꽤랑 과다네. 처음부터 너무 많이 들고 다니는 거 아닌가? 네, 안녕하세요. 반갑습니다.
Feels good.
아, 한창님이세요? 아, 새로 만드신 채널 한번 방송 끝나고 놀러 가보겠습니다. 가서 구독도 하고. 분리하셔서
Your order deck's twitching. There must be a BT somewhere nearby. Keep an eye on your order deck's movements as you proceed.
저 오늘 저녁은 안 먹었습니다. 아, 그랬구나. 사실 뭐 저는 따로 편집 영상은 없이 라이브만 올리다 보니 비가 자주 나오네. 아, 근데 뭐 저녁을 안 먹었을 뿐이지 점심은 좀 든든하게 먹어가지고 괜찮습니다.
somewhere we can cross more easily?
감사합니다. 저도 방송 끝나고 나면은 새로 만드신 채널 한번 구경 가볼게요.
Good morning to you. Drawbridge credentials verified.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Access the delivery terminal.
You're that bloke with drawbridge, aren't you? So you really came, eh? Cut straight through BT territory just to bring us our cargo. That's quite a feat. Been waiting a long time for someone like you to show up. Let's see how well you were able to handle our delivery. I'm glad to see you handled our delivery with care. Now that's service.
주로 새벽에 하셨어요?
We'd given up all hope of
밤은
ever seeing this.
제 시간에 주무시는 게
Bring it in. Like everyone says, you're a man people can count on. Already put that decontamination unit to good use. The chiralium levels had really gotten out of hand, so you couldn't have come at a better time. Thanks. Anyway, go ahead and connect us with that Cupid or whatever it is.
그래야지 오래 하죠, 게임을. 아무튼 파이팅입니다. 그래서 제가 잘 못 본 것 같네요. 그래서 저는 12시 넘어가면 주말 빼고는 잠을 자는지라.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
하긴. 육아가 걸려 있으면 어쩔 수가 없죠.
A chiral communications transmission. With this network at our disposal, we might be able to make our dream a reality. We want to build a world where even the weakest among us have a chance. A world where people come together to stand against those who embrace violence.
충분히 하실 수 있을 것 같은데요.
This continent has been
어차피 그냥
afflicted by terrible environmental changes.
게임 시작부터 엔딩까지 플레이만 하면 되는
The
거니까.
anomalies became a hell of a lot more dramatic. Skyrocketing levels of chiral contamination. Those bloody watcher things coming out of the woodwork. Didn't realise it at the time, but the escalation of all this insanity coincided with the UCA's connection to the network and the appearance of the plate gate. The chiral network is causing instability beyond the reach of its coverage, which means the only way to fix it is to link up all of Australia. At least, that's what we here believe. To support your efforts, we've shared the data we have about the continent,
힘내시기 바랍니다.
information about the brigands and so on. Use it to the best of your ability. Take the bowler gun, for example. With our data, we were able to improve and refine the design of the APAC standard issue model. You can charge it now to fire projectiles with a narrower spread. Perfect for taking down hard-to-reach targets with precision. And then, there's backpack customization. We've developed a number of unique attachments that can be equipped to
계속
the pack you can't
하셔도
carry.
괜찮지 않나 싶은데.
Stuff I guarantee will give you an edge in a fight. You might consider bringing this gear with you when you're prepping for your next run. Oh, and last but not least, we've patched through an Odradek update that allows its sensor to pick up living beings and other entities. It's an improvement
한번
that builds on the sensor's
분류하셨으니
existing functionality.
잘 운영하시면은
Visible to you as a silhouette for a brief time.
좋은 결과 있지
Sure will
않을까요?
come in handy down the road. We're not doing any better than the UCA or Mexico, I'm afraid. Only difference is the presence of armed belligerents we call brigands, as well as a new type of BT we've been seeing all over lately. The brigands have been trying to bring us to heel and are a right pain in the ass. They've got an irrational enmity for new tech like the chiral network, you see. We've also been seeing major earthquakes all over the continent, as well as devastating floods due to heavy timefall.
라이브를
You can have your work
시간이 맞으면 라이브 하시는 거를 보러 갈 텐데 안 맞으면은
due to our proximity to a BT area.
그
This shelter was subject to
라이브
significant
녹화된 거라도 한번 보러
contamination.
가보겠습니다.
Said area has also been the source of a new type of BT. Unlike the usual sort, these ones are able to see us, clear as day. As such, we've taken to calling the buggers Watchers, and they're every bit as dangerous as any other BT. You're going to want to steer clear at all costs. Before I forget, there's a request I wanted to send your way. I know you're eager to hit the road and make progress, but I promise you, this is more than worth the trouble. It's a delivery for the lone commander, who lives not too far from here. He's an old ally who provided us with support for all matters military. He's also a crack shot with a sniper rifle. But after this and that, we went our separate ways. And he retired to a shelter off to the east. Can be a hard man to please. But if we could enlist his help again, I'm sure he'd provide us with all kinds of useful information.
물류에서
Schematics that might prove invaluable.
안 하셔도 됩니다.
Especially if you're the type who likes to
그냥
file
그
first and
뭐냐
ask questions later. Should help us all
이제 희한님이라 불러야겠죠? 희한님
in any case.
좋아하는 게임을 제가 하고 있을 때
So check the
보시는 게
terms
좋죠.
if you're taking on extra work.
뭐 예를 들면 뭐 나중에 출시할 인왕 3라든가
With the government now part of the chiral
근데
network, we've successfully completed the first step in
그러면은
our journey to connect all
서로
of
스포일러가 되려나?
I
게임이?
want to thank you for making this possible. Well done.
그때는 각자 자기가 집중해서 하는 게 나을 것 같기도 하고.
West Fort Knot, our next order of business will be to link up the Western Environmental Observatory. The associated order is ready for you. This one may well place you in considerable danger, so be sure to take extra care when selecting your equipment. Access the delivery terminal here to pick up this main order and get underway.
아, 감사합니다.
A new sub-order is now available for you. Commencing route creation.
아, 여기 BT 지역 있네. 그러니까 이쪽으로 갈까?
Delivery route finalized. This cargo has been designated breakable.
파손될 가능성이 높다.
Hello, Sam. This is Charlie. To aid you in your future orders, we prepared porter suits with camel patterns tailor-made for the Australian environment. We've also provided you with a new basic border suit with customizable colors. Moving forward, I imagine you'll want to adjust your appearance based on the terrain and your personal preferences at the time. Try experimenting with your options.
폼이 생겼구나. 이거 몇 개까지 붙냐? 아, 이거 왜 이렇게 불편해? 아, 아니구나. 이게 BT에 효과가 있다는 게 좀 웃기네. BT를 묶을 수 있다는 얘긴가? (70kg)
Sam, I can perform reconnaissance for you if you like. After all, there's no telling what might be waiting for us ahead.
어떻게 정찰을 해준다는 거지? 가운데 발전기가 없나? 일단 길 따라가서 파이럴 네트워크 벗어나기 직전에 여기죠. 여기에 발전기를 하나 만들자.
Counting on you.
그래서 저 배터리 충전했죠. 갑시다. 이게 탈 것을 꽤 일찍 풀어줘가지고 배달이 그렇게 어렵지 않다.
Wasn't expecting a porter of all people to drop by. Most folks would have had Buckley's chance of making it out this far. Betting it was the government that sent you my way. They've got an eye for talent. Good on you. Couldn't have asked for better service.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
I appreciate what you've done for me, really. But I'm afraid I can't agree to becoming a part of this chiral network of yours. To be frank, I don't trust you drawbridge people yet. There's also no end to the dangers in these parts. And if you haven't got what it takes to face them, you'll die like all the rest. Complete my latest order, though, and I might be persuaded to reconsider. If it strikes you as an unreasonable request, you may as well go home now. There's no shame in recognizing when you're out of your depth. You gotta know what you can and can't handle if you want to survive out
겁나
here.
도발하네.
All of which is to say you shouldn't go off half-cocked and throw your life away. Are we clear?
BT 지역에서 유품 회수. 시뮬레이터 돌릴 필요 있나?
Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized.
잠깐. 아, 아직 카이랄 네트워크가 연결이 안 됐지? 오자. 오. 이게 BT한테 먹힌다고 하는 게 좀 이상한데? 웃기네. 이게 왜 BT한테 먹힘? 씨. 형, BT용 장비 가져왔나? 어떤 대상에도 효과. 오. 아니? 완전 딴 장소로 왔구나. 와, 이게 이렇게 연결된다고? 미쳤네. 개쩐다. 가자. 그냥 올라오고 내려오기 되지. 이거 돈도 줘야 되는 거 아니야?
Looks like you have what was requested. All that remains now is to drop it off.
아, 숨 막혀. 이쪽이지?
Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Access the delivery terminal to process your orders and requests.
Ooh.
Have a go at that. You actually managed to bring it back, did you? I'm genuinely surprised. Let me get a closer look at it. Must have been some hard yakka getting it here looking like this. You are no average porter, mate. That much is crystal clear. I suppose I ought to hold up my end of the bargain. Get out your Cupid and finish the job.
마취 스나이퍼 라이프. 사격 시 큰 소음이 발생. 소음기 달린 것도 나오겠네. 스모크 그레네이드.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
So this is what it's like being all hooked up and wired in. At any rate, looks like the schematics for my trusty shooter and darling little smoke grenades are in your hands now. The former's a custom design of mine. Uses tranquilizer darts. Makes a hell of a bang when fired though. So keep that in mind. Just a shame our paths couldn't have crossed sooner. Maybe this world of ours wouldn't have been so divided, and maybe my mates wouldn't have had to die. My sniper rifle. It's configured to fire tranquilizing rounds. An ideal choice for those who prefer to get the job done without undue bloodshed. Bit of advice though. Make sure you engage your enemies at a healthy distance. It's not a silenced weapon, so fire too close and they'll be all over you before you have time to react. And don't think about taking a shot until you've planned your next move. Any sniper worth their salt stays mobile, constantly securing new vantage points to evade detection. Ah, and always remember to account for bullet drop when shooting at extreme ranges. In a nutshell, you might need to aim at a point a notch or two above your target, depending on the distance. And finally, you want to hold your breath to steady your aim before gently pulling the trigger. Having left that life behind, I've no need for guns any longer, but that doesn't mean they can't be of use to you. Hey now, don't knock them till you've tried them, alright? Granted, you can't neutralize an enemy with one, but they are effective at blinding them and giving you cover, far more than you probably realize. And even if they do open fire, you'll find that their chances of actually hitting you are slim to none. Which means that even if you've alerted them with one of your own shots, you'll have no trouble disengaging and repositioning. Properly utilized, they're a great tool for disrupting enemy attacks and buying you room to regroup. Furthermore, If you happen to have a sensor or something similar on hand, you can use it to track enemies through the smoke, making things pretty one-sided. It's like shooting fish in a barrel. Or, if you're the kind of bloke who'd rather get up close and personal, you can chuck one at their feet, waltz right up to them unseen, turn a firefight into a fist fight. I assure you, once you've learned how to use these little beauties to their full potential, you'll have a heap of new tactics at your disposal. Experiment, see for yourself. It may sound like a bit of a yarn, but my friends and I supported the government's plans to rebuild Australia. To defend ourselves against those who had other ideas, we had no choice but to take up arms. It ended up costing most of us our lives. All because of me. The commander. You've seen what became of them. My mates are the Watchers scattered all over this hill, mixed in with all the enemies we slaughtered. And for what? Deep down, we were all the same. Blokes who called this land our home. Was it worth all the struggle, all the bloodshed, for the world we shared to be reduced to this? So, I left the military behind. Decided I had to go it alone. I had to figure things out. Were we all just doomed to die and become Watchers? Was that the only way for us to come together? Now, fuck that. There was another way. Before it all went to hell, we should have tried to find common ground. And now, with your chiral network, that might finally be feasible. Working with the government too, maybe. For all that and more, I hope you don't let me down. Righto, Sam. I know you got places to be, but an order just came in that caught my eye. Seems our friends over at the government shelter might be in a bit of strife. If you're willing to look into it, you can review the details by checking the sub-orders on the delivery terminal here. Might be a good occasion to fabricate a sniper rifle with the data I just shared, if you take my meaning. Anyway, think it over, would you?
서브 미션을 클리어했더니 또 다른 서브 미션이 나왔네. 회수한 다음에 기지로 가면 되는 거야? 그럼 완료하면 되겠다.
Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized.
이놈아.
Definitely not alone.
우리 근처에 감시탑 없나? 저건 총 3명인가? 아, 4명이구나.
A word of warning, Sam. That sniper rifle doesn't appear to be equipped with a suppressor, meaning it will make considerable noise when fired. Take care not to attract the enemy's attention.
이 녀석부터 맞춥시다. 자, 거리 130m. 130m면은 거의 안 올려도 되네. 맞았지? 와, 이게 뭐니? 프리미엄 셔츠. 와, 이거 버틸 수 있니? 와우. 아니, 정찰 장비 마지막 하나 어디 있어? 한시 안 되겠다, 이거. 무거운 거 좀 버려야겠다. 야, 왜 들어?
Come on. Keep it together.
Well done, Sam. That's the last of the cargo. Let's head to our destination and make the delivery.
Now entering Cairo network coverage.
Process your orders and requests.
Good to see you again. Well, well. Retrieved that cargo from those troublemakers, did you? We're all very grateful. Now, let's review the order details. This cargo is in exceptional condition. You are the best. Time after time you've been there for us. You're a saint. I want you to have this data. It'll help you in your work.
백팩의 전체 중량을 줄여서 적재량을 높여주는 장치.
We've designated more materials for your use. Don't hold back.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Got our hands on those bastards' gear now. And it's all thanks to you. With this tech, we should have no trouble whatsoever monitoring and tracking their movements from here. Also, something tells me you've earned the Lone Commander's respect. Call it a hunch, given your more imposing aura. I reckon the Golden Fist and the Island Inventor will be keen to meet with you. You're damn right I do. His skills as a soldier and leader were second to none. A marksman like you wouldn't believe. And not just with a rifle either. He once captured an enemy outpost with nothing but his custom handgun for company. If you can find a way to gain his trust, I'm sure he'll have something of value to teach you. But the poor bloke still holds himself responsible for the death of his comrades. Wrongly, in my opinion. The way I see it, if he couldn't save them, then no one could. He's a combat specialist who used to be stationed at Cape Fort Knot, which was a settlement located to the north of West Fort Knot. Anyway, he was a champion boxer, so he excels at close-range engagements, as one would expect. One time, when he heard a group of trigger-happy arseholes were getting ready to attack Cape Fort Knot, he went out alone and took the lot of them down with his bare hands. I'm honestly not sure how he's getting on these days. But if you could bring him into the chiral network, you would gain the support of a powerful ally. A strange sort of fella, if I'm being honest. He set up shop on an island he never leaves so he could devote himself to his research. And if you head north from here, past West Fort Knot, you'll come across a lonely island just off the coast. As for this, research, I've only met him once myself. And I couldn't make head nor tail of whatever the hell it was he was trying to build. But perhaps you'll have better luck than me if you decide to pay him a visit. This is a chiral anti-gravity device that can be attached to your backpack. Slap it on and your cargo will feel significantly lighter. And the more of them you use, the more noticeable the effect becomes. Any porter ought to appreciate a piece of kit like this. I'm sure you'll be a big fan.
Order completed. Well done. Order accepted. Thank you.
So in order to survey an area, I have to rely on a very special power. My strength of will, you might say. The requisite focus can be rather exhausting, but I'm happy to grin and bear it since it's for your sake. So, if you deem it necessary, feel free to send me airborne as many times as you like. It won't use up any battery or chiral crystals either. All it requires is that I place my absolute faith in you. Which I do, so don't hesitate to ask for help.
소리야? 얘를 던져도 되는 거야
Feeling
그럼?
well rested after some quality shut-eye? Why don't you try freshening up with a shower? Ah, yes. Those wandering BTs we encountered, I believe people call them Watchers. A fitting name given their behavior. The way they seem to be eyeing us with such disconcerting intensity. Oof. They can't see everything, though. No, they've definitely got some blind spots. Meaning, you might be able to avoid combat by evading detection and sneaking past unnoticed.
소리야? 딴 거 아니야, 진짜.
Yeah, sure thing.
Now leaving chiral network coverage.
아, 뭐야, 이거 뒤지면은 다시
You notice that sign, Sam?
컴플릭트 해야 되는
Think
거잖아.
someone might need help. I don't know, perhaps we could lend them a hand if we have time. And when we in turn need assistance, we can always build a sign of our own.
Now entering chiral network coverage.
Sam, look. There are wild animals nearby. Such creatures are rare and precious. Friends to be protected.
Good day, Sam.
Hey there. Thanks for stopping by. Let me just take a look at our active orders. I wasn't expecting you to make this delivery as well. Thanks, mate. I'd say it's about time I gave you this.
배형 예비 탄약.
We've designated more materials for your use.
Now displaying your current order grade.
With your help, we were able to improve the design of the spare ammo container and create a version with a much bigger capacity. That's not an overstatement. It'll let you carry a lot more ammunition. That way, you don't have to bring so many weapons and can rely on just a few favourites. That sounds good to you? Give it a try.
Order completed. Well done.
Need a big help.
돌면을 하늘에 던지라고?
Ready to launch. Lift off!
이런 것도 되네. 반대편에 더 있는 것 같은데?
Okay.
저 위에도 있구나. 아니 코앞에도 있잖아. 들켰어? 들켰네, 젠장. 80입니다. 야, 적들 몇 명이야? 와, 상상 이상으로 많은데? 씻고 간다. 아, 참, 씨. 사정거리가 엄청 야, 이거 사정거리 심각하네. 이 정도일 줄이야. 여과장치. 너무 무겁네. 이건 빼자, 일단. 샷건. 아, 저 위에 있던 애 아이 참. 조준 왜 이렇게 힘들어? 아 뭐야 탄약이 떨어졌어? 아닌데 내 발 있는데 왜 아우 아우 그냥 점쳐야겠다. 그냥 보고하면 되는 거야?
You a Porter? Those brigands, are they all gone? Wow, this is a relief. I was beginning to think I was done for. Give me a moment to confirm the order details. Didn't think anyone could fight that hard. Hell, maybe no one else can. We'd already written this off as lost. You've made everyone's day bringing it in. You seem like a porter we can rely on. Go on, use your Cupid to get us online. Quickly now. I'll feel a lot safer once we're all hooked up.
메탈 스켈레톤.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Online at long last. This ought to do wonders for our ability to monitor chiralium levels by the plate gate, as well as keep an eye on the tar currents. More accurate data will definitely make travel safer for you and your friends aboard the DHV Magellan too. Ever since the plate gate appeared, we've been seeing increasingly dramatic anomalies all throughout the Australian continent. Some theorize that the UCA's connection to the chiral network destabilized all areas without coverage. But what's done is done though. Our best bet is to follow suit and connect Australia too. It may also serve you to know that there are 4 environmental observatories, including this one. If you can bring them all onto the network, we're confident we'll be able to calculate where and when the next plate gate will appear. Anyway, you should already have access to the data we designated for you. Now, if we could only manage to get that old road patched up and usable. Well, there's our schematic for an MP shell variant grenade. MP shells explode on impact and are non-lethal munitions that can not only incapacitate humans, but also deal corrosive damage to mechs. And while they're not as effective as blood grenades, they can definitely hurt BTs too. In any case, you might want to keep a few stashed in your grenade pouch at all times. We've also shared data for a grenade pistol. While it's only good for a few shots, this gun lets you fire MP shell grenades as projectiles. Its small profile means it packs easily as cargo and won't get in the way. Naturally, it'll fit snugly into any handgun holster as well. Our last contribution is the battle skeleton. Like other skeletons you may have used, it increases your maximum carrying capacity and movement speed. This particular model also provides additional protection. However, when you boost it to move faster, or whenever you benefit from its damage reduction capabilities, it'll consume battery power, so make sure you have enough to spare. If you find yourself running low while on the road, you'll need to use a generator or borrow a private room somewhere to recharge. You ought to take one out for a spin. It once ran through this region. Saw quite a lot of traffic from what I hear. If you scrounged up enough materials to keep the autopaver fed, you could make it just like it was back in the old days. But it's not like we have everything you'd need just lying around. Restoring roads is a massive undertaking, to put it mildly. Having said all that, east of this facility, you'll find the Smoke Hill mine. Get them operational and processing ores again, and you should have no trouble securing the requisite materials. I've posted a sub-order for this task, so take it on if you're interested. We can't thank you enough, Sam. Before you go, you've been getting a lot of praise for all your hard work. And in recognition of this, it seems you've been officially cleared to take on standard orders. Between the harsh conditions and the violent outlaws, there are fewer and fewer folks willing to serve as porters these days. But there's no shortage of people who need help. So I encourage you to take a look if you're interested. You can review the available requests by bringing up the list via your ring terminal. You'll find a new sub-order too. We need someone to restore the mine. Bet you could benefit from having it operational as well. Anyway, thanks again for going above and beyond. Best wishes and safe travels to you, my friend.
That's some good work, Sam. The DHV Magellan's parked not too far from your position. You'll be able to pick up your next order on the ship. But before that, you should head back to your room and rest up. I imagine you're both pretty tired. You and Dolman.
Order completed. Well done.
이거 그래도 이건 뭔 차이야? 와, 엄청 빠르네.
I don't know about you. I'm exhausted. Perhaps we could take a break? You all right? You were talking in your sleep. Kept repeating the name Amelie.
Sam, Tarman here. I'd like to brief you on this next order of yours. Once you're ready to head out, access the delivery terminal on the DHV Magellan to proceed.
So, the files say you worked with Amelie to connect everyone in the UCA to the chiral network. But that despite your best efforts, an extinction event known as the Last Stranding seemed destined to kill us all. Until Amelie found a way to put a stop to it. She single-handedly sealed off the extinction entity's beach, preventing countless BTs from invading our world, and in doing so, saved humanity. But why am I telling you this? You were there to witness it all with your own 2 eyes. And you, of all people, must know that humanity can never truly escape extinction. The ultimate goal of Drawbridge's mission is to overcome the Death Stranding. If we succeed, we will be fulfilling Amelie's dying wish. At least that's how I see it. Sam, been a while since you had a proper shower, wouldn't you say? The weapons they were wielding were impressive, and the brigands themselves were a tough, imposing bunch. You know, Sam, you can have me scout ahead if it would make your life easier. Just toss me into the middle of their camp, and I can give you a better picture of what to expect. It's not very sophisticated, but it works. Just promise you won't throw me anywhere weird. When the first APAC expedition came to Australia, the brigands saw them as invaders and rejected their overtures. They were unwilling to embrace the change that the chiral network could bring to their world. While their motives differ, I'm reminded of the Luddite movement and their violent opposition to new technologies. Brigands seem committed to not killing their enemies, at least. If only they had channeled their energies into a constructive dialogue with us. That sure looked good, Sam.
밤을 회수. 그래도 저 위로 못 넘어가네. 여기는 올 필요가 없는 데잖아. 모든 목표물을 파괴. 좀 안 되고 쓰러뜨려야 돼? 왜 안 잡혀? 모두 화물을 회수하고. ET 연막. 연막은 그냥 춤을 추는구나. 시간이 어중간하기도 해서 빠른 이동 같은 게 있나? 그냥 엄청난 큰 산 하나 두고 여기 생각보다 그렇게 큰 느낌은 안 든다. 아, 아니지. 아, 저장하고 오늘은 여기까지 하도록 하겠습니다. 지금까지 봐주셔서 감사했고 좋은 밤 되세요. 이만 방종합니다.